How you doing? Hey, Ronnie. Peaceful march for what? How you doing, Naomi? What are they marching for, honey? Talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a good day. It's gonna be better. I get a cup of coffee. It's a little warmer. It kind of surprised me. I put on this very light sweatshirt, which I'm sure I'll need later. So please tap the like button if you're coming in. It's very appreciated. Please hit the thumbs up. Your thumbs up are always appreciated. We don't have any channel membership here. We don't have any Patreons. We don't have any GoFundMes. The only membership we ever have is you and your thumbs up and your willingness to be here, as well as any gratuities you care to share on the channel. Never expected, but always grateful for that. So, with much appreciation. All content for all people, all the time. Well, that sounds like a pretty good thing. I can't imagine why that wouldn't be peaceful. You ever seen a town with so many police everywhere? I think half of this police force is in this zip code. Well, that's a good thing. So yes, please take a second if you're coming in to tap the thumbs up. It only takes a second. It's very appreciated. We have a country club chat tonight. Easy breezy. Pretty cool. Hey Shimei, how you doing? That's pretty cool. So welcome in everybody. I'm just on my way to get a cup of coffee. Gee whiz, what is going on here with this light? No, I'm not. I'm done with that place. There's another cop. Done with that place. I'm officially D-O-N-E. Done. I've moved on to greener coffee pastures, and these guys have some really good coffee down here. This is like one of the best things that could happen. I mean, I know I'll miss the lads in there, but to navigate the S-curve of doom. Stoneleigh, Maryland. What's up, Lee? I thought you were going to be out in Urbana, Maryland today. Out near Frederick. At the old Peter Pan Inn. Sister restaurant to the Capote Tree Inn in Florida. Southern dining at its finest. Yes, happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's a little convoluted to get down here into this place because these streets don't connect up right. Beautiful 79 degrees. Delightful. Too much crowd here tonight. Famous last words, right? We'll put you guys in front of the red box tonight. Better than the pink box donuts, right? Do 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 do. Man, that's my kind of girl, just counting out pennies for that 12-pack of beer. Woo, all right. What's going on, Barry? Peach, how are you? If I missed anybody else, apologies. William Horn, I haven't seen you in a couple days. Hello, Brenda. Brendy. I will be right back. Let's go 105. It's a nice 79 right here. Keep cool with Coolidge. All right, let's not run over any kids here. This parking lot's got a lot of moving parts. No, she got it. It just took a while. You know, you don't want to jump the shark unless she's like $1 or $2 short or something. And then it's all right. You know, I think the guy slacked her a couple times anyway. It's the people that run this 7-Eleven seem to be much more kind-hearted than the old crew. Hey, let your light shine. How you doing, babe? It's the Keno Queen. There she is, the Keno Queen of Las Vegas. There she is. The Keno Queen. You know, the Keno game I like to play is Caveman Keno. I like to hear that clink, 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 clink. What's up, Doctor? Just a simple night tonight. We're getting ready to navigate the S-curve of doom. Caveman Casino. I miss Mr. Lucky, the Chinese takeout slot machine. Oh, you very lucky. Now we go to bonus. Pick one appetizer. Pick one soup. Pick one main course. Pick one side dish. Oh, you very lucky. Here's your order. I guess that was too racist, I don't know. Mr. Rucky. Yeah, this was called Mr. Lucky. It was like modeled after a Chinese carryout. And if you got three little takeout containers with the little wire thing on them, then you got to get to a bonus round. But I guess it's too politically incorrect to have that now, so you can no longer say Mr. Rocky. Oh, you're very rocky. We go to bonus. Oh, good. Egg roll, yum yum. Oh, shoe cup, yow. Ooh, good choice. Oh, it's still around. I'd love to have one of them. I love that game. Beautiful day, and you know what? I'm not on an allergy pill this afternoon for the first time in a month. Those couple hot days we had just burned that up. Oh, it was roughly, let me tell you. People were in shock, man. People were in shock. Basically, are you crapping us? But I hate to tell you, man, your heater's been working like a big super cooler in winter time. Got this guy tweaking on the corner. It's a beautiful day here today. Oh, you very rocky. We go to bonus. Ding, ding, ding. We're going to make some more chicken stew and this chicken soup tonight. Tilapia, man. What a trash fish. No thanks. I'll stick to deep water, saltwater fish. There's that trolley. Ramming speed. Dun 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 dun. Ramming speed. And we're getting better at this parking, I'm telling you. These people freak out here if you're not like perfect. It's probably, this guy looks like he's burned out on the trolley already over here. I don't know. Let's put the window down and relax. I didn't do anything, Noreen. How are you? How are you, honey? Let me get this backed up. Let's let that airflow begin. The Jackpot Joni's Casino has that Lucky Fortune 15 cents a bet. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, well, let's start tonight. Ronnie, I know you're in here in Chimay, so no, it's 78 degrees right now. It's delightful. So let's start. I like, it's a really nice thing when your moderator makes a comment on the stream last night and says, these vertical streams are a lot of fun. And you know what, Ronnie? You are 1,001% right on, man. It's a whole different animal. And I know that I got some people in here that don't like the vertical streams. But for just 8 hours, eight plus hours of just wall to wall, good times. You really, really, oh well, Naomi. Honey, thank you. So I need to thank my moderators. Ronnie's like, well, I fell asleep. I had the phone in my hand and I fell asleep last night. I'm like, Ronnie, look, man. You're not required to be here every minute that I'm on. You're in Wisconsin there. You're a couple hours behind, ahead of me in time zone. So I'm still flogging along at 11 o'clock at night your time. And I just want to let you know how appreciative I am. And also Chimay spends a lot of time in here too. But it was pretty much... after a couple hours, it was pretty much the Ronnie show last night. Hey, CSM. So that makes me, I'm very appreciative of that. So for those of you who helped to make that a really good time last night, I don't know what the final tally is. We welcomed hundreds of new people to the channel last night, and we just had a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a few drinks and stuff like that, but it was, it's a blast, and we had a lot of laughs too. If you don't take it too seriously, for some reason, I put on my Macy's hat, and that just drives people crazy that are that are watching. So yeah, thank you, Naomi, for your kindness. Hello, Trog. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So it looks like we'll be pretty much doing big things when we do those streams. So thank you. Yeah, it was a marvelous marathon. It was. Now I told you, I pay a price for that on the Saturday, but big deal. We had a blast. Hey, Joni. I was looking at your straightening video today. Thank you. I'm going to rewatch it. And looked like you were moving a winch. You should have call-in night on Fridays. Well, we should probably have call-in nights on another night. I think we should try to pre-arrange that maybe tomorrow night will be call-in night, right? And maybe we haven't had a music night in 6 months. Yeah, you love that hat. Yeah. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Naomi. And Cindy was here last night. I know damn well that Cindy had a good time. Hey, Tommy Moon. I used a ratchet. Yeah, I thought you had a ratchet strap. That was a good idea. Right? I applaud your ingenuity on that. But I know Cindy was there right up till the end last night. And it was crazy, wasn't it? And it gets crazier as you get close to quitting time. And Cindy, I wanted to tell you how much I appreciated you being on last night. We had a good time. So will vertical streams be a part of the portfolio from now on? Yes. We're only running one a week so far. When we get to Las Vegas, it'll be more trolls, but they're at least funny, They'll be every other night in Las Vegas. So when we have guests, like we're going to try to meet Let Your Light Shine down there. We're going to be meeting James and Justin. So I want to make sure that they're recorded. Why no calling on Fridays? You don't want the kooks calling? No, I want the vertical streams to just be. I don't want to carry a separate phone. I don't want to carry another phone with me to do call-in stuff. I can't wait to go. Yeah, me either. It's going to be great. It's going to be hot. We got to gird our loins. All right, it's definitely going to be hot. So we're just going to have to grab our sack and just get out there and just whatever it takes, right? Once that sun goes down, you don't want to be tromping around too late at night in Las Vegas around some of these really sketch neighborhoods. Sometimes it's good to go out a little early and it's broiling, and then you can always look forward to a cooling trend as the afternoon unfolds. So I think nice mellow Saturday. It could be pretty funny, but I want to keep that separate. Oh, I had a frozen shoulder, or Missy Jen had a frozen shoulder. She denied it was shooting from a 12 gauge shotgun in Las Vegas, but it was. I'm used to it now. Yeah. It was her and I both suffered shoulder damage from 12 gauge shotguns with no shoulder pads on it or anything like that. So you should only fire a 12 gauge like Granny clamp it from the hip. Interstitial injections work. Yeah, I didn't want to go that far, but she had to go through physical therapy and stuff. It was really, really, I felt that the next day. Do you think the reason Amazon takes pictures of the deleted? Yes, they're covering their, which is smart. I want to know that package hit the deck. It's smart. Very smart. Very smart. I mean, what better way to cover yourself? That way, if a porch pirate comes up, it's not their problem. So, of course, Amazon is doing whatever they can. Right? No, that's not. She had primary progressive multiple sclerosis. She still has. So, one of the great things about her being in California was she was able to go to UCSF, one of the foremost multiple sclerosis clinics in the United States, a place where they do research, not just treatment. And she was able to be one of the first patients on Ocrevus, which is a highly effective treatment that keeps multiple sclerosis from advancing. Let your light shine. I'll let you know, honey. I haven't quite fixed it in. It's going to depend on cost and days that I'm gone down and how much time I'm going to be down there. Generally, we'll see like Mr. Z every other night, and then we want to get you and then Justin and James into the program. No, it's not with the spin. It's a muscle. Your muscles just seize up, and there's James. She got very good results. It brought her MS to a halt. Doesn't mean that it reverses it, but the damage has been slowed to almost imperceptible. So that's what I think is. That was the greatest benefit of her coming out here. She never would have gotten that in Kansas City, in the area, the boonies where she was living. So that was the good news. So she was one of the first people to experimentally take that treatment. Yeah, I saw James. It's 107. I can do 107. That's right at the top of my range. 107 is the tops. Okay, that's the top. Do you think men's clothes are cheaper? No, I went to buy some clothes because I had to go to a event in LA where you went to a private club, the Soho Club. And I went shopping, and I was surprised. I was really surprised by how expensive men's clothes were. You can hardly even find a cotton dress shirt, button-down dress shirt anymore. They're all these blended, weirdo feeling like material. Right? You would think that you could go in and just get a classic Arrow shirt or a classic, whatever the hell else they are. No. So yeah, very expensive. No, I don't think it was Rayon. How you doing? I know Magda had a good time last night. Thank you for the video, Magda. I donated a lot of them, Joe. I know Magda was here. She loved it. We had a real infusion of Russians the last hour in there. Magda was having the time of her life last night, which was very. You were really in there away. I don't know about shirts on Amazon. I'm not sure. The Chinatown in Las Vegas is great. Yeah, they were really. It was fun. We had a big chat last night. Well, it's kind of unavoidable sometime down here, Tony. I kind of telescoped that a little bit into 2023, so I'm still waiting, brother, but the guillotine blade keeps being raised higher, so yeah, that's I want to go over there and get I want to make sure to go to Chinatown this time and have a full-on Chinese dinner. Have you ever been? No, I haven't been to Liberace's place, because didn't it get like abandoned for a while? The coolest place to go around is the old Andre's, which was the Italian restaurant. And yeah, it's all abandoned now, and man, that used to be the cat's meow. They had a pull through where the valet would bring your car. Yeah, I mean, it was real old school Vegas. And I'm really surprised somebody hasn't grabbed that place and made it into a you know, like an exclusive club or something like that down there, or at least brought that Italian restaurant. Casa di Amore. Chicago Joe's is good over on that, close to 4th Street down there. The Chicago Joe's is great. Really good Italian food in there. So the good news is when you go down, and if you stay at a really cheap accommodations, then you can you can feel like you can spend a little more on food than you might normally spend. At least that's my philosophy anyway. So if I stay in a flea bag place, who cares, right? Who really cares? Liberace closed down sadly ages ago. Yeah, there was talk about bringing that back, but it's the kind of thing like you now have multiple generations of people, and if I go down this street randomly down 4th Street here, and if I randomly ask people, have you ever heard of Liberace? I can guarantee you that no more than about 20% of the people will even know that name anymore. And that's eventually what will happen to the name Elvis Presley. Will become less and less and less and less. Sabatinos and Little Italy. Oh yeah, but yeah. Well, I eat Chiparelli's down there, and I used to go to a lot of good Italian places in Little Italy. No, I stay down at the downtowner. Yeah, I'm just saying, Trog, that era is gone. I mean, nobody, you know, it's like there's nobody that cares. There are a few Liberace places. The average person hasn't even, you know, that's coming up from LA now, they've never even heard of Liberace, okay? Right. Time just buries memories. Right. You can write that down, Ronnie. So that's why that's the name of that tune. Well, it's the way it is. How many people have ever, you know, named, you know, some of the big stars of the 20s and 30s, right? Women thought Liberace was a sex symbol. Well, at that time when somebody was gay, you know, it wasn't the type of thing that you wore. It wasn't the type of thing that we were out about. Michael Douglas, Bo Derek at work, and no one knew who I was. Just tell them to watch the movie 10 with Dudley Moore. But nobody remembers the name Norma Talmadge, right? Oh, I forgot to take off that subscribe on the mean streets. I like to only run that during the vertical streams, but anyway. So I don't think anybody really knows. The same thing's going to happen with Wayne Newton. It's only going to be a tail end of Gen Xers and Boomers that even know the name that. It doesn't mean anything. No one suspected. No, I mean, I'm not saying suspected. I'm saying, right? I mean, it's the same thing with Rock Hudson and stuff. It wasn't the kind of stuff. Yeah, people hushed and they talked about it, but all right. Thank you, Noreen. Kells. All of a sudden, we got a new channel name. Dankeschön. Ooh, Dankeschön. I remember Wayne Newton at the Stardust. That was his hotel. But all these guys end up getting in financial trouble, right? They're just piss poor at managing their money. It's like Wayne had to buy this big Shenandoah ranch, and it all had to have green grass for horses. Can you imagine the fortune of trying to keep that place up? Right, and then you know what else too? That son delivers a beating on property. When you're sitting in that sun, It wants to just dry out everything, so it's so brittle it cracks. Hey, beyond the sea, somewhere across the sea. Well, he's a legend in his own mind now, but he's not trying to make himself something he's not. Um, obviously he's kind of unrecognizable. Picos and sunsets. I think because of the sun, you should bring out the big hat. I'm going to be having my cowboy hat down there. Although that might incite a riot in some neighborhoods. They should probably, Liz up if she can walk, she will draw. Liz who? Wonder do women still throw panties at Wayne Newton? I don't know. I'm just glad I'm not the one that has to pick them up off the stage. Right. Just saying. Doctor acts like diapers. Oh, Liza Minnelli. I don't know. Life is a cabaret, old chump. And Burt Lancaster. You see person pick off the mushrooms, you make a scene, just mind your own business. What do you mean? Define what you mean about pick off a mushroom. Throw it back into the thing? Oh, I'm going to close down the salad bar, man. Are you kidding me? I don't know. There's not many salad bars, are there? Right. Hitting the head with a Cabbage Patch doll. Really? That might have been worth a ticket. I don't know. Oh, that's picking on and eating them. Well, I don't understand what you mean, honey. If it's on their own plate? I don't know, Joe. I'm not, it's above my pay grade to know who was or who wasn't lesbian. How was the In-N-Out? Oh, the In-N-Out burger's good, Tron. What a deal. Yeah, Elmer Gantry, what a tremendous movie. That's based on loosely based on the real life of Sister Amy Semple McPherson, the first real radio broadcaster of success in America, worldwide. And her Angelus Temple, the Four Square Gospel movement. Lancaster was good in a lot of stuff. He was good in Atlantic City. He was good in All My Sons. He was good in Elmer Gantry. He was good in Come Home, Little Sheba. Come Back, Little Sheba. With the great Shirley Booth. He was probably one of the most underrated actors. Hey, North, how are you? Ooh, you can always hear a Tesla. Ooh. I think he was in a circus movie too where he was injured in that. I think he was one of those actors that did his own stunt work and stuff. Very athletic, very rugged build, very masculine. What did Trog say? I got two with small fries. Two fish sandwiches, small fries. Yeah. I'll just. People are just starting to give up on that. I never thought he won an Oscar and wasn't. I didn't say Burt Lancaster. I said Shirley Booth. She won one. She was only in 3 movies. And Agnes Moorehead never won one. She should have definitely won one. As the sand through the hourglass, so goes the days of our lives. Yeah, she come back, little Sheba. Tremendous actress. Only made 3 movies and then just wanted to just take it easy with TV. Who's the gal with that? That's everybody's pal. It's Hazel. Well, that's how I seen her now and pushed her down the stairs. She should have won for the Magnificent Ambersons with Orson Welles, Joseph Cotton, the beautiful Ann Baxter. A double fresh, never frozen fries and a cold Coke, $10.99. Yeah, that sounds about right. I just think In-N-Out is very great value. Very great value. In other words, I'm not even tempted to go to McDonald's. The title of the movie, I'm coming back home a little, or going back a little. That was about the time period that they were starting to put real gritty life with, right? It's one of the first movies that featured somebody who's an alcoholic. Yeah, there's not a sands, there's a Sahara. I think the sands got blown up for what the Venetian is there. But she had one. Yeah, but she only was in 3 movies. So her strike rate was pretty good. Joan Crawford. I don't know. She was always very mannish looking. My favorite thing on Vegas was the medieval show. Was that at the Excalibur, Naomi? You might have been there when Mr. Z was a security guard there. No, Elizabeth Montgomery passed away of cancer.
Yeah, it's a great one.
What's up, Rev Low? How you doing?
Ready?
You recognize this area?
Yeah.
You guys stayed at that hotel, didn't you?
Pink Floyd, thank you. Joan had the hots for Betty. I don't think she had the hots for, I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of pushing the envelope there. The hots for Betty Davis. You know, if you said Linda Darnell, you know, yeah, leaving Las Vegas was great. We started the Vegas residency. Really? I thought it all went all the way back to comedians, all the way back to Joey Bishop, and the Borscht Belt just expanded into the Catskills expanded into Vegas. Buddy was beautiful, but was it but the Dragon and Young when they were both at Warner's. Yeah. Teresa Wright, I think, was. I always liked that girl next door. Looked like Teresa Wright. Beautiful. Yeah, I guess of Human Bondage, one of her first movies with Leslie Howard. She was attractive in that. Yeah, you have to be careful sometimes about stuff that people put down. I mean, the tendency is to put something juicy down so people will comment about it. Right. The concept of 1944. Wow. Okay, well, shit. There you go. I don't think anything supersedes that. There you go, Joe. Well, I used to go to the stayed at the Riviera. They had a nice sports book, but you could tell that place was coming to the getting ready to go tits up. That's where the I guess that's around where the Fontainebleau or the convention center is. Which one, Trog? Who are we talking about? Teresa, right? Somebody like Linda Darnell was just slam banging, just gorgeous. I mean, Teresa Wright was more the gal next door. Hey, Rosemary. She was excellent in The Best Years of Our Lives, which was really the first gritty post-World War II movie about coming back injured and losing your hands and PTSD and trauma with Frederick March. Myrna Loy, Dana Andrews. Hey Alan, glad you enjoyed the show. You missed we had a real banger last night on here. We had them packed in, brother, wall to wall. But glad you checked in from the car show. We just had a real fun time. We had a oh yeah, wasn't that funny? Yeah, we had just had a really fun stream last night. It's funny how people turn out for them. Hey Alex. So I knew last night, I said, I know Cindy had a good time. I'm sorry, Mister, I got wrapped up in. Oh, it's okay, Kells. No requirement to be here. Right? Just like my moderators, never required to be here. Yeah, that's cool, Kels. I know you're into true crime, honey. We had Robin in here last night. I hadn't seen Robin for a long time. We went shopping. We had a good time shopping. Drank a few drinky poos. Sunset is quite Turner-esque tonight. But that was my girlfriend, the golden age of movies. Shannon covers some very old cases. Yeah, just I did. I can't say I'll never do another true crime. I mean, they got a lot of viewership on my videos, but it just kind of takes it out of me a little bit. Yeah, I think we ended about, I don't know what the final tally was. I don't know, Ronnie, what was this final tally last night? I got kind of pie-eyed late in the night. Hey, Cobra John, how you doing? Oh, that breeze is nice. 77 degrees. Does it get any better than this? No, they're supposedly building one. It's in the plan, they're talking about it. But, it doesn't really have any, it's a little harder to get the buy-in from the California side, right? Because there's really no economic benefit to it. Yeah, please tap the like button. No, I never saw Pink Floyd live. I wish I did. Let's see, Shemay said 65,000 views on yesterday's live stream. All right, thank you, Shemay. Yeah, they turn out. It's a pretty easy drive from LA. There's just one gas station in Victorville. Everybody tries to go. Is it the train wreck phenomena? What does that mean, doctor? Hey, Luce. I have no idea, Noreen. George Lucas wasn't there this year. Still good graffiti night, but there's a lot of people in that town. Is that once a year or once a month? Oh, that's right, Joe. You guys drive on the wrong side of the road. I always had to switch. The viewership is just the entertainment value. I think the important thing is we picked up, we have hundreds of new family members here we welcomed in last night. Yeah, thank you, Ronnie. Everyone needs to watch the G-force of an airplane. Well, hey, gas can. Oh shit, I'm way over the line here. I feel like a total dick. Hold on a minute. That's funny. I always love it when gas can comes in. He always remembers the funniest shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's because they have these ones are on an angle over here, so it's kind of weird. And I don't have, they have to do everything by mirrors. Don't block the sidewalk. Yeah, this woman was kind of giving me the stink eye, and I'm looking into my mirrors, and I'm like, I'm all in good. Then I open the door, I'm right on the white line. You feel like a total schlep. I think I think we're gonna try to do that this week. Yeah, Valerie Bertinelli, she's so cute. She got kicked off the Food Network. I think that's only because Food Network was cutting costs and stuff. She hates those chooches. I don't know. I'll feed her. Oh, he's selling off his shit up in Waco. I don't know. Tell me when he's getting ready to bite the head off another snake again. I'm not sure if it's Hedy Lamarr. I never really got a lot out of Hedy Lamarr. Yeah, well, Dr. Phil's never going to miss a turn at the wheel, right? Thank you, gas can. Thank you. I'm sure we'll be pushing the envelope in Vegas. Hey, that's cool, Ronnie. Just Vegas is great as long as I get my 2 Busch Lights and my meatball sub at the end. Then all is right with the world. And I still have all my teeth in my head. And I don't have a fractured skull. To be young lovers again. To be young lovers. I made headway discouraging Trump. Typical big-headed Dr. Phil. I made headway. If it was, I saved the country. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll watch my mouth. I mean, that's funny. I have to laugh. I saved America right there. Anybody that thinks this guy really has an interest in psychology, if somebody's got another think coming. It's all about entertainment value. Never been saved. I wonder what it is about Trump that's turning the tide of some black voters. I have no idea. Maybe that Democrat wall is starting to come down. I have no idea. I know the Latino wall is coming down. I don't even think it was ever that high. Did you see what Trump said, Rebound? He said they were speaking language which we never heard of. No, I never did karaoke in here. Last time I did karaoke, I had to flee from I thought it was a karaoke lounge in Taipei, Taiwan. It was actually a prostitution place. I was wondering why do I have all these beautiful girls around me, And then all of a sudden here comes the Kuomintang, the nationalist police raiding the place. I went out the fire escape. I said, I'm not going to go through all this crap at a police station with these people. So I went down. I don't even know if the fire escape was safe, attached to the building, whatever. I just went out and down. That was it. That would have been a great video, me fleeing in the night. I thought, well, these girls are getting really frisky here, right? Must be the old charm of rude, right? Yeah, it was a perfect night to end up in jail. Hey, lurker. I had a 5-year multiple entry visa, so I didn't want to jeopardize. I couldn't imagine telling my boss, right? Although he might have thought it was pretty cool, but he would have been pissed off that I can't go back into the country anymore, right? I don't know. Hey, Amanda, I know some black voters are swinging towards the Republicans now. It might be these, they get more successful. They see, they see the inequities in the system and stuff. Felt safe with machine gun armed cops. Well, I don't know about, I didn't saw that. That was in Manila. I was in Manila after Corazon Aquino's husband got gunned down on the tarmac at Manila Airport. Ninoy Aquino. Then I went into Manila and every corner had private security with submachine guns and stuff. Yeah, it's not that most minorities don't. It's just the tide is turning that way because as minorities get more successful, they see how wasteful the government is of their money and stuff. So, of course, they tend to be more conservative. They stop supporting liberal causes. Right? They start to see things in a different light. They look at their taxes and they just say, wow, it's just endless. Right? They just, it's like California. Every time you turn around, there's another proposition asking for money. No, I don't think China will invade Taiwan. There's no payoff for that. It's a lot more than Clarence Thomas, Magda. I hate to burst your bubble, honey. Certainly the Latinos are coming over in force. And then, but like I was saying, I'm seeing stuff in the internet that I've never seen. Yeah, I agree, Trog. People are starting to get successful, and they're seeing that they're getting robbed. Like they're seeing a country that's out of control. They're seeing people just endlessly stream across the border with no sense of fairness to the people that've been waiting in the immigration queue for years to come into here. What do we tell those people? Right? Since when is that America? You can just walk in and, okay, welcome aboard. It just makes a mockery of our procedures. Yeah, I think Vietnam is fine. They have a feeling that they are being played. Yeah, I think they feel like nobody likes to feel like they're in the bag vote, right? And that's the way, the Democrats don't campaign in those areas. They take it for granted. That's why I say you got to give Trump credit for going right into the Bronx and right into Silicon Valley down there, into San Francisco, and raising all that money. You'll never see Biden go to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, right, Texas, do any campaigning at all. Supreme Court overruled Trump's conviction. I can't make a prediction on that, honey. It depends what the appeals court does. The appeals court will look at the case, and they will see if there were any irregularities in the way that the case. They're not deciding guilt or innocence. They're deciding whether the trial was fair or not. That's it. That's all they're looking at. Was there anything that was illegal? Something's got to give, something's got to give, something's got to give. Do you think it's fair, Rosie, because you said you thought he was guilty? He absolutely was guilty, but I don't know if it rises to the level of a felony or not. And obviously it's, it doesn't matter what I think, it's what the court decided. Right? But they might look at it and say that, there was some illegal procedures. I don't know. It's not like the appeals court would say you're not guilty. They would say retry the case again. Right? Retry the case. But aren't those crimes always a felony? I don't know about hush money to, I don't know about that. I don't know. Seems to me a private contract. I'm not a lawyer, Magda. I don't know. You know, is he done a lot of shady shit? Yeah, absolutely. But I look at the whole brew today and I just say, wow. You know, we got this. Who's the senator from New Jersey? They're finding, would they find gold bars in his his freezer? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's just shit's just all over the place. uh, so we live in a land of we're no worse than any, you know, we're no worse than anybody else incorporated, right? Luckily, I don't have to be in. You know, I'm not in. I don't have to decide. But if I was on a jury, I would look fairly at all the facts and things. And obviously, when you have such a clear-cut verdict, the preponderance of evidence was overwhelming in terms of, you know, illegalities being committed. I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself, right? Biden appears to be policy left hand doesn't know what the right hand. Yeah, and the left foot doesn't know what the right foot's doing. It's right up your arse. My only regret is that this is the best we can do for candidates that are going to stand for election in the fall. This is really almost unprecedented in my lifetime. Yeah, I don't connect Hunter Biden to his father. I mean, I don't. You know, it's like Billy Carter with Jimmy Carter. I mean, it's just, you know, it's like a sideshow on the side. You know, this guy got all hoofed up in the drug trade. You know, I think Biden has always been a decent person. You know, it's easy. There's no guarantee that kid's going to turn out or whatever. Absolutely not, Lurker. So I've never talked about Hunter Biden. Never. I've never talked about any of the Trump kids. I never talked about that son-in-law of Trump. What was his name? I never talked about his stuff. I don't care. What's the pretty daughter married to? Which Kushner? Yeah. Yeah, I never got involved in all that crap all that. Yeah, that's why. So what? I don't even connect that crap. It's opportunity, it's money, it's influence. It's like, you know, you get a sense of yourself and you go out there and your people want to be with you because you're close to the presidency. Yeah, they just get wrapped up in it. I mean, it's just, you know, you land in LA and the first thing you're doing is going to go out and score some blow. I mean, it's takes over your life, right? Prince Harry and King Charles, I don't know. I feel sorry for the Princess of Wales. I just think that being in that position really puts a lot of stress on you. I know I would never be a royal. I know I would never be a royal. Well, you're going to see much worse in the future, Magda. Investigate the cocaine. I don't know, Trog. Which time? It's like Senator Mendez. I don't know how those gold bars got in there. uh, uh, all I can say is after this election, you're going to have a lot of bad feelings no matter who wins. Well, happy birthday, Grandma. Uh, maybe maybe Rosie O'Donnell will finally make good on her threat to go to Canada with Kathy Griffith. Send the whole train out. Send the whole train to pick them all up. Ooh, ooh. Reserve seating for Jane Fonda. What's up, Darla? Yeah, what timeline, right? I don't think there'll be any disruption immediately. I mean, just have a, it takes time to unify people in dissent. Yeah, it wouldn't make any difference out here. There you go, Revlo. Canada is a nice place to live. There you go. It certainly is. I don't have any ill will against anybody. I'm just saying I just wish we had some younger blood in there. I'm just scared because another thing he wants to be a dictator. Yeah, I don't think California is going to go anywhere. They couldn't afford to lose California. It pays too much into the Treasury. It's too much of a economic wealth generator. I mean, just look at NVIDIA, $3 trillion of wealth. I mean, holy shit, that's like 20, it's more wealth in one company than 10 states combined. Texas would live. I don't have anything. I love Texas down there. They were some of the nicest people. And I went down to San Antonio. They're some of the most beautiful women I ever saw in my life down there. They had like these Spanish, but they look like porcelain dolls and just, I don't know how to describe it. Well, we have a massive deficit here now, so. I know I enjoyed my time in Texas tremendously. Well, I can't think of two states that dislike each other more than Texas and maybe Florida, California, and Texas. Do you think Korea will ever have a unification? No. Nope. I say the world will be status quo. And that's just my opinion. I don't think the map of the world's going to really change anymore. It depends who you ask. A lot of people hate New York. It's either New York, Florida, Texas, or California. They're usually the four that get put up. Well, certainly Lyndon Johnson, senator and congressman from Texas, Speaker of the House. I think Sam Rayburn, Speaker of the House, was a Democrat. We used to not really care about party too much when I was young. We crossed party lines all the time. All the time. My senator from Maryland, Charles Mac Mathias, was Republican. They elected him every time he ran. He knew how to work across party lines. I'm sure Lee Hale remembers Mac Mathias. Ann Richards, yeah. They're not radicalized. They weren't baked in the cake. They were able to get along with each other. Now the special interests have so entrenched our nation that we're just frozen. No compromise anymore. I think the map of the United States would change before the map of the world changed next. Well, saying not money in politics is kind of disingenuous. Saying it and doing it are two different things, right? A guy can't run for president and say no money in politics because, you know, the Supreme Court has upheld through history that you can spend your money any way you want for politics and influence and lobbying and all that. Politics will always have money in it. You don't think the Chinese lobbyists are up there now twisting arms over TikTok and all this stuff? Everybody has a arm of influence. Planned Parenthood, all the way on through. Everybody's in there gunning away. You know, you can't tell people that they can't make donations and things. It's covered by free speech. So Bernie, that's not that I dislike Bernie Sanders, but I just think that it's very disingenuous. Well, you might like Planned Parenthood. I don't, but we have differences in opinion. Yeah, of course. Yep. Everybody lobbies. We finally get a piece of the pie. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, enough of it is, though. It's not planned, it's unplanned. And there's no level of abortion that's okay for me, so that's my opinion. Lyndon Johnson was a very powerful. Very powerful. Okay, take care, Shimei. Thanks for coming in tonight, honey. Thank you. Bernie Sanders, cool hair. He was very vigorous. He was very, very vigorous. Have a good day tomorrow, Shimei. Thanks for coming in, honey. Thank you. We run our own lives. Politicians are Disney World. Yeah, they're certainly in their own bubble, all right. That's why I don't get involved in politics. Because Lee, you and I have been around enough. We've been around long enough. We know nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Right, same old, same old, same old. We've seen it all. I don't know, Rev, be above my pay grade. It won't change until this Magda. Magda. The problem is you never get socialism first. You have to route your way through. First you have to go through the anarchy stage. I don't need to get rid of the lobbies here. Yeah, the problem is, Alan, that conflicts with our constitutional free speech. Yeah, but at what cost? At what cost? I don't have anything against, hey, any country can run itself the way it wants. I got nothing against Sweden. I kind of like the Volvo. I'm just saying, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Somebody has to pay. You have to have the economics level of productivity to be able to support a socialist state. That's the problem. And then after a time it becomes radically unfair and people just naturally rebel against it, and it just, you lose your creative edge, you lose your incentives to make big money, and that's when the economy falls to shit. You can't disincentivize progress. The politics of blood. I'm going fishing. There's Lee. I'm going to get me some rockfish, man. I'm going to get some rockfish. I tell everybody, vote who you want to vote for. That's what makes this country great. Exercise your right to vote. And if you want to take it a next step further and be a campaigner and be out there shaking hands or ringing doorbells, then God love you, go do it. And if you got a few dollars to send off to a political party or whatever, do it. Yeah, Venezuela, just a nightmare. It just shows you how screwed up. It just shows you how screwed up it gets. Venezuela is just... Yeah, that's a good point, Cobra John. The tragedy of Venezuela. Wow, Joe. Joe, did you ever see Strictly Ballroom? Or Muriel's Wedding? There you go, Naomi. Australia makes some absolutely tremendous movies. There's a lot of talent in Australia. So just make sure to vote. Used to be, we had an election and then we put it behind us. But now we have all this stuff with mail-in ballots and fraud. I always thought things worked best when you just showed up at the voting booth and cast your vote. Therefore, those that wanted to vote would vote. Those that didn't give a shit just wouldn't give a shit. If you're unwilling, you will unfortunately. We're gonna make some dinner. We gotta cook some more soup. Yeah, there you go, Lee's watching lightning bugs. It's evening at Shepherd Pratt. Man, I was in the drinks last night. No shit, it was a little slow on the move this morning at 6:30. Then I had the pleasure telling them at the church that the furnace is mounted backwards. That was a WTF moment. Just make sure you vote. this guy just soloing across the street, not a care in the world. Yeah, well, the good news, Alan, is a lot of the oldsters know the writings on the wall, so they're getting out of Dodge when they can. Yep, cast your rod into the Patapsco. I don't know if I'd eat anything out of the Patapsco River. I don't know. Yard sale where there's a lot of junk over there. A lot of junk. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think I'll maybe bake a pie tonight. I haven't decided between a cherry or a strawberry. I have all this filling. So I have to either make the soup tonight and not do the pie, or do the pie and have noodles again tonight. So that's the deal. I can't do both. Oh. I have to say the Rancho's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good in the middle of this urban swill. Of course, we're not charging. No, I wouldn't. I think I wouldn't be so sure of that. I think the Democrats will turn that in droves. Right. Oh. I don't think there'll be any shortage of Democrats turning out to vote. But I just hope everybody abides by the... Oh, wow, Lee, that's cool. I just hope everybody abides by the results. Like we used to do in the old days. I mean, hell, We survived Kennedy, Nixon. Boo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo boo 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 ba doo boo ba doo boo. Like the man said, ain't that a kick in the head? Doo 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 doo. Like the man said, ain't that a kick in the head? Doo 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 doo, winning, winning. Look at how nice this, how nice this is. That baby was blooming away. Alright, well, I guess we'll, it shouldn't be too hard to, we have pie dough here, so it shouldn't be too hard to do this pie, but I do like to do a couple things to have a nice set on it. That's critical. Put up our work table here. And let's get our computer on. No, we're not plugged in. Alright, so we got to decide which we're going to have. Yeah, I sure don't want anybody to be hurt. That's for damn sure. That'd be a disgrace in this country. I say whatever the outcome is, I know myself, I'll be abiding by whatever the hell it is. Alright, looks like Bird fed the cats. Alright, we're going to use a little bit of a smaller pie plate here. This is a this is a 9-inch, but it's not as deep as my other ones on there. It's very important. You want to make sure that the bottom of the pie gets done. We have a top and a bottom crust. So you need to, number one, start your barbecue grill or your oven early and put your baking stone in it. You want that heat to release right into the bottom here, and if you can spray this with some oil, you'll have the effect of sort of frying the bottom of the dough, and it'll be good. Okay. The other thing I like to add to cherry pie is almond extract. A teaspoon of this will absolutely intensify the flavor of the cherries, okay? Let me get the side chat on here. Hey, bird. All right, put this away. We're gonna get our bowl out. So we're going to go ahead and start up the barbecue grill over here. Let's see what that was. If you're going to ever bake pies, invest in a baking stone, okay? Or pizza. Get a baking stone, all right? These things are absolutely critical. Hey, Miguel, to be able to have a pie that's done on the bottom. How long do you want to let that get hot? About 1 beer's worth. All right, we're going to get our cherries. I don't trust the cornstarch that they put in here, so I'd like to add a little more cornstarch to get a good set. We're going to use this Duncan Hines country cherry, and yes, there was really a Duncan Hines. You can put it in my video search box and you'll see the video on the story of Duncan Hines. All right. So we're going to use a little more cornstarch here. And we got our mixing bowl. And we're going to get our spoon and our can opener. We're gonna let that heat up a bit there. I've talked about this before. For those of you who don't know, Duncan Hines was a national salesman. And because he worked all around the country, going everywhere, driving, and people would naturally come to him and say, hey man, we're going up to Atlanta. Do you know a nice place to get something to eat there? Or hey man, we're going to Chicago. Do you know a nice, or we're going up to Baltimore or Philadelphia. Do you know a nice place to eat? And finally, after a year or so of people asking him all the time, the idea finally clicked into his head. Man, wow, there must be an interest in reviewing places to eat. So he started something called Adventures in Good Eating here. And all over the United States, you would see these signs at restaurants. Recommended Duncan Hines, Adventures in Good Eating. Right. And every year he would publish a book, Adventures in Good Eating. Good eating everywhere in America. So he was the first one to really put this together. In this edition here, and he had a whole operation. This was published in, this edition is the 1949 edition. And it's really cool. It's got the whole headquarters, home office of Duncan Hines in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which was pretty doggone cool. After years of travel along the highways, I found I had the names of several hundred inns scattered over the country, the desirability of which was enthusiastically vouched for by those who had patronized them. So now you know the story of the real Duncan Hines. See. I did the same thing on Wakefield's Nestle's Toll House, the Toll House cookie. Oh, I got a little aggressive in opening that. The story of Hutzler's. Hutzler brothers. Because I've done it before, I've done videos on it. I enjoy history. Who doesn't like history? Oh, I can smell that baking stone heating up. No, I haven't done 66. I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, we can go get a crust Wash my hands. I think it's pretty cool because the average person doesn't even know there was a real Duncan Hines. He was a really influential person. Very influential. Very influential. Hey TLF, good night. Man, I'm doing this pie. I almost feel like I'm cheating. Let's make sure this isn't all joy juice in here. Best used by 726.23. Close enough. The hell is that? Oh, just clean the top off. Plenty of cherries in there. Alright. That looks pretty good. There's plenty of cherries in there. I thought it might be a little light, you know. And of course we're gonna doctor it up a little bit. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Hey Blackbird. Add a good tablespoon of starch there. All right, there she is. There you are, honey. We were wondering where the hell you were. Now we're gonna, to bring out the flavor of the cherries, we're gonna add a teaspoon of almond extract. Don't ask me why, but that makes a huge difference in bringing out the flavor of cherries. I hope you're doing good, Nicole. Oh no! Sorry to hear that. We want that to set a little bit here before we pour it in. So I added the starch in there, everything. I hope you're feeling better. really feel like I'm cheating tonight. We got these pie crusts for 99 cents. I gotta put up this thing. The sun is right in my eye. I think that's better. Here we are. We got two crusts, and the nice thing is they individually wrap both of these. I gotta get a scissors to open this up. We're going to give it a milk brush on top, and then we're going to put some turbinado sugar on it. So our barbecue grill is nice and hot. Unroll this baby. Don't all stick together. Positively feel like I'm cheating. Put that in there. Try to get this evenly. And yes, I did wash my hands. Putting that in there. Any place I have a little break. I didn't anticipate that to be a little difficult to work with. Dot the bottom of that. Yeah, I should have let it warm up a little more. It wasn't really too. It'll be alright. Should have warmed up a little more to be a little more pliable. Here goes our filling. Like it's going to be enough. I don't want to use 2 cans of this stuff. Even if it's more like a turnover, that's fine to me. Although that's a little light. So I did bring out another can. Here, this is just the cherries filling. This is going to need a little bit of doctoring here. So we want to get rid of the juice here. definitely want to sweeten that. We want to add a little bit more cornstarch to this baby. What we're doing is adding some more cherry here. And I'm going to add a little bit more sugar. We've got about 2 tablespoons of sugar here. Dump that in. Mix that around really well. I'm going to add that right on top. Now have a little bit of a wedding ceremony in there. We just kind of mix that together. That's a more righteous looking filling now. And we should get a good set on it. Alright, that looks better. We looked a little slim there before. We looked a little slim. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands and work the top crust. I think this one we want to be a little bit more delicate with it. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. It was $1. It was a cheap filling. Let's hope for the best. I should have let this come up to room temperature before I work this. I'm gonna maybe put a little bit of flour down here and maybe just give this a quick roll with the rolling pin. Trying to be a little more gentle than the last one. I kind of goofed up. Now here's another big problem. Here's another big mistake that people make when they do a pie. They wait till they put the topper on it, the top crust, and then they try to decorate, they try to vent it. You don't want to do that. Okay? You want to do your design on a flat surface just like this. Alright. Roll that out a little bit. Pretty good. And then we're going to do our design here. We're going to try to find the center here. And then we're going to do Nicole's like, damn, you could come work for us. I know. This is plastic, so this shouldn't be a problem for you. Now we can lift this up and kind of put this baby over the top like that. And that was a pretty good hit right there. All right, now we can take and start to work our edges on this baby. And our design. Oh, hi Zoe. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry depression's been hitting you hard, honey. I'm very sorry. And I'm going to trim away a little bit of the excess here. I don't need all that. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. You've been going through that. And now we're going to do our edge thing. Start here. We're going to tuck the outer edge under the inner edge, and then we're going to compress that real well. And then we'll finish the pie. All I'm doing is taking the upper and I'm putting it underneath of the lower here. As Nicole would say, it ain't rocket science, Rosie. I know. I know. But you don't expect less from me. Slide that down there. Even if it's a little bit of extra, who cares? It's going to be good. Right. Just tucking in, tucking in, tucking in. Now we're going to go ahead. Just make sure we get it all connected, because we're going to push it back down a little bit now, and that's going to seal that edge. All right. And Nicole would say you failed because you didn't get the flower in the middle of it. Right. Now we're going to make our edges pretty. Good thing Ramsey's not here tonight. Huh? We're just fluting the edge here. Yeah, we missed with the flower. We got it off to the side, but it's still pretty cool looking. We can recover it. Right, if you're going to be a pastry chef, you have to use your brain a little bit, right? So to square this up, I hate to cut on here. Now I think we're going to leave it as is. We could mess it up. Now we're going to brush this with a little bit of milk, and we're going to finish with some turbinado sugar here. I was going to put a stem on that flower, but I thought, what the hell, it's not worth messing it up. So we're going to brush this a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Our edge is all done. We're going to brush this a little bit. Nicole says, oh, bloody hell. You failed. Pre-packaged crust. You should be rolling out your own bloody crust. Put that with a good of, you could use cream if you want. You can use a beaten egg. Oh, bloody. Oh, bloody. Alright, I think we got a pretty good even flow on that. Now we just take our turbinado sugar and we finish it off. It's a little caked up, so I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. You really want to put this on good on top. And a lot of this will melt away. But it'll form a very nice crust on it. And get her all the way up to the edge. And like they said in Las Vegas, vacation. And don't go cheap on me now. Alright, there we go. There it is. Alright. We're ready to go in, and we're going to put it on the baking stone here. We're going to do a little bit of cleanup and then do a YouTube short here. Man, that was easy to just use the pre-done pie crust. Makes it really easy, although I enjoy rolling my own. I'm going to throw a few things in the trash. Makes it a lot easier to make a nice pie. Blackbird, I got some mail for you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Rosie.
Well, all right, we're waiting for this phone to update.
Maybe this one is the last one, huh?
No, it's a letter. It's going to explain probably your return and stuff. If you want me to look that over, I'll be glad. Man, every pie should be that easy to do, huh? Man, where was the challenge in that? We don't need a challenge, we need a pie. I hear you. Good night, Alan. Semolina and potatoes. No, it's a good question. All right. I'm getting a million messages in, so it's interfering with the video. I gotta wait till the message. I haven't started that phone in like 3 weeks, so let's let those messages clear. We want to wait till that baby is really sizzling and bubbling. All right. Have we done the update? $8.53 is really goofy tonight. $4.43 back from Washington. Lee got tapped out. I have to say, Lee Hale, it's been great having you on the channel, man. Oh, great having you on the channel. It's like the old Baltimore connection here. Yeah, hey Lightbow, how are you? I'm resisting taking an allergy pill because theoretically the season should be winding down, right? gotta stay the hell off of those allergy pills. Alright, so I don't know how long the pie's been on. All I know is she's looking good. Thank you. Good news about that. That's sneezing without the itchy eyes and all that, so that's good. Whopper and a beer, yay. Thanks for the update, Bobby Kimball. Yeah, the pollen count's finally starting to go down here. The good news was, the bad news was we had those 2 days at 100 degrees. The good news is that burned all the pollen up. That's the good news, my friends. That is the good news. And again, thank you to those of you who were on last night's stream. Very appreciated. Enjoy your TV show, didn't know me. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's been, I tell you, I've been really excited, Lee, to have you on the channel here. That's been great. Hi's been, hey chick, how you doing, honey? We got at least, I would say we're going to need a good 50 minutes to really get us set on that. We have to make sure that baby's bubbling up. I'm not going to have noodles tonight. I don't think I could, I don't think I could stare down another noodle and shrimp tonight. I know y'all going to be like, what? 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 Where's the boss in that? It was in the 80s in Tacoma. That's cool. But this is the end of the allergy season, where I'm sneezing, but I'm not having any itchy eyes. Keep that sentiment for several weeks straight now. Which sentiment? What sentiment? It's always nice to see chicken here. Yeah, I don't know. Vaseline. Oh, I don't know. Mine are so bad. Oh, what's the cinnamon? All right, take care, chick. Thanks for being a time check for me. Had to get my propane tank filled, huh? I saw that, Zoe. I saw it. Good evening, Roxy. I had a barbecue chicken breast. That's a solid hose. What the hell? Yeah, thank you, chick. I appreciate it. Well, that's a long way away. Hey, Rio. I've been to England many times in my life. I hope you're doing well, Roxy. It's a nice night. I love Saturday nights. Did you have a meat pie in England? I had I just had classic English breakfast, bangers and beans and toast. Delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. I think at Harrods I might have had, I went into Harrods, I always stayed in Kensington, at the Kensington Close Hotel there in High Street. And I would always hang around in Harrods down there and sample the different foods and everything. Yeah, meat pie is good. Well, what do you think of chicken pot pie is, Bobby? Right? Yeah, very good. I mean, it was always good. Always delicious. Always good. Born and bred in England. I don't know. Harrods was a fun place to hang out. But I like to be on High Street. It was it was a very fancy place. Fish and chip shop pies are well. Yeah, I know. You can't beat English fish and chips. Doing good, fine, fine. Always good to see that smile. I learned to make a proper cup of tea. You're so cosmopolitan. Magda. Magda's always dropping the hammer. Something about the oil gets seasoned for a while. I don't know. When they wrap it in the newspaper and they use a nice, really nice fish, like cod, haddock, really nice. They don't even know it wasn't a compliment. Yeah, please tap the like button if you're coming in tonight. We got a pie on, we're doing it up. All right. They were horrified. I nuked my water. Can you imagine that? If you don't put your cattle, if you don't put your cattle on the flame, hard to get good fish and chips. Hard to get in this country. And the best place I had it in Vegas was where? It was up in Henderson. At a place called the Codfather, which was great. If you haven't seen that review, the Codfather in Henderson, that place was good. I smell some pie bacon. We're going to rotate this pie a little bit. I also went ahead, it's browning beautifully. I also went ahead and lowered the flame down, because that even with soy ink, you're not allowed to use the newspaper anymore. So I lowered the flame down because that baking stone has all the heat it needs right now. Yeah, you ever seen me fishing for cod, Bobby Kimball? On the new sea angler out of Bodega Bay? Man, I caught some ling cod about that big. Big mother. I do a good fish and chips here, but I just get the Gordons or the Van de Kamp's fish. I mean, I should sometime do a real authentic fish and chips with my own seasoning. Arthur Treacher, Salisbury, Maryland, fish and chips. Man, if you can get over the smell of the Purdue chicken processing places there. Baby socks. What are you doing? I know you've already eaten like 5 times today. Slob. What are you doing? You want a treat? Try them on for size. You know you want to. You know you want to. Right? Yeah, the soy ink. Arthur Treacher's in Salisbury. How about that? Arthur Treacher's in Salisbury. Oh, brother. Gave you treats. You just ate down here. You just ate. This cat's like a bottomless pit here, right? Bottomless pit. We print with soy ink. We've added You know, we've added a hell of a lot of people this spring and into the summer. In a single paper towel to be sanitary, I do that. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to really beat an authentic British fish and chips. Now they might say bollocks, the Scottish fish and chips are even better. I can tell that pie's getting done. I'm smelling it. It's just starting to bubble up in the middle. When it gets those big bubbles. So Ronnie, if you would give me 5 minutes, I don't know if you're here. Lee, you want to see this pie, brother? Trick is now we have to be patient. You have to be patient. All right? You gotta be patient. We want to make sure that baby's really popping those bubbles up in the middle. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Make sure to check out the live stream. We're making one. You want to make sure that thing really bubbles well. Don't cheat yourself. When it bubbles, that means that it's setting. If you don't hit that set point, then you're not gonna, when you go to slice it, you're gonna have just a runny bunch of cherries. All right, very important. Right, right, righto. Yeah, I'm saying, but the Scottish think they make a good one. Just looked at my rock birthdays. My birthday's in 13 days. That's it. 13 days till glory. Yeah, the people in Scotland think they make the best fish and chips. This is going to be, I'm going to have to do a video tomorrow morning of trying the pie. I haven't done a YouTube short in a while, so I'll throw that up there. Thank you. I love this hoodie too. Thank you to Lonesome up in Minnesota. I think we are officially done. I'm going to get a rack and I'm going to put it on top of here. baby steaming away. Oh yeah. Steaming away. Let me just get one more shot. There's you guys over here. There she is. How's that look, guys? Pretty nice. It's all done on the bottom. No crappy crust. You have to vent it or it'll pull the top off. You have to always give some venting because as things heat up, they expand. You have to give room for expansion. That baby's still bubbling away, and that sucker's gonna set beautifully overnight. What do you think, Cindy? Cindy's like, Rosie, you can bake for me anytime, honey. Use a baking stone. Here's your key right here. You need a dynamic transfer of heat. You spray some oil in the bottom of your pan, put your crust in, put it on a baking stone. Alright? That's the trick. And that crust is all done. Sugar's on top, honey. All the turbinado sugar right there. She's still bubbling away. You gotta let her set good. Well, we've done so much baking on this channel. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'll be putting up a YouTube short directing people to come to the channel. Yeah, thank you, Lee. I'm glad you stuck around to see it. Baltimore special. It's still bubbling. That means it's going to set really, really well. That's what you need to do. So was that hard to make? Heck no. Heck no. That was a breeze. That was a breeze. Tonight we're going to throw down some hot dogs and beans. Alright? Hot dogs and beans. Good night, Kels. Yeah, I'm not into rhubarb, unfortunately. These ballpark Franks in there forever. We've had them in the fridge. We're gonna throw a couple of 3 of these bad boys in with some beans tonight. Cut them up. That plastic is tough. Alright, ballpark should be good, right? Thank you, Ray. One thing we can do is bake. Bake, bake, bake. I'm going to cut these into pieces. And then we're going to add the beans on top. And then we're going to have a little bit of a different kind of dinner tonight. Alright, I just chopped that up. We're going to put the beans right over top. Put this in the side. I gotta start using stuff off of the shelf there. So I'm gonna use some of the Bush's baked beans. Yeah, so a barbecue grill is just an amazing thing to bake with. You really don't need all the dedicated pizza making gear and all that. That was like the easiest pie I ever made in my life, that thing. And boy, she's gonna set beautifully. And that's gonna be some good eating on that. So let's put some fire in the hole with dinner here. That's going to get a really nice set to it. So don't be afraid to add a little bit of cornstarch to your filling. Don't ever trust the filling that comes in a can. It would be better to have a firm set than a loose set. Right? A loose set is a disaster. That is an unmitigated disaster. We're doing that camp style tonight. We're going to throw some ketchup in there. With the king, Bush's baked beans. What's up, Hines? How you doing? Good little squirt of that in for a little extra flavor. For the win, that's it. For the win. I'm still running off the adrenaline from last night. I get so fired up. Working beans the other night. I just didn't think I could stare down another I didn't think I could stare down another ramen noodle and shrimp tonight. Bushes, or I also enjoy Campbell's restaurant for sure. Home cooked pizzas, pizza, pasta. I don't think so. I don't want to do that much work. I don't want to open a shop, honey. I'm retired. Right. I don't want to do that much work. Man, look at that beautiful sunset. Blackbird. Look at that beautiful sunset over there. Isn't it nice? Look at that beautiful sunset, man. Beautiful sunset in the west tonight over here.
Oh, it's all pink.
Yeah, it's all pink and stuff. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's different to the glow. It looks like it's glowing.
Yeah, I think because of the fire smoke is in that.
Okay, that's what it looks like. Huh?
Yeah. Turn that really low and let them get nice and hot. I like to put carne asada. Well, I like to put carne asada. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not willing to work that hard these days. And these days, to open a restaurant, between the rent you have to pay and trying to get the staff, and you know, you want to get up in the morning and just do all those damn pies, it just becomes a job. It isn't even fun anymore, right? Thing to do is enjoy cooking for your friends and people, and enjoy cooking for the channel. That's what makes it fun, right? That's the fun stuff. Yeah, let it. You gotta turn that low a little bit. You want that heated through. You don't want the surface heat. Well, thank you, honey. Do you think if I was picking you up for a date, I would have a chance? Other people do the work. Nah, I'm not a good manager. I'm a lone wolf. Lone wolf. A nice change of pace tonight. There we go. It's a nice change of pace. Got a nice dinner tonight. Right there. Yum, yum. I'm an outstanding person. That's me. I'm very understanding. Who am I to ever judge anybody? Right? I value everybody's opinion, everything. I like to learn from people. Delicious tonight. This is a nice change of pace. I was just getting tired of. I thought if I had to look at another shrimp again. Boo. If I had to look at another shrimp again. And tonight's a nice low night. Nice low night. Slug bug, there she is. I retired, got new plates. I've been very busy, but I'm still lurking. Honey, it is so great to see you, and I'm so happy you retired. Was that unexpected? Wild salmon, nice. There you go, Cindy. Yeah, I was getting sick of shrimp. Cheeks are flapping. What's up, boss? I needed a change of pace tonight. I didn't know it was going to be this year. But I do give you a nice, big, hearty congratulations. Most of the people I know now are retired. So, the bosses that retired took me about, it's just great to see Slug Bug. I haven't seen Misfit Elaine at all. It's kind of exciting at the talk of the shrimps. I don't know. Right? I don't know. It was great. Mine was totally unplanned. Oh, that's great. Miss Fix-It Elaine is there too. That's cool. Mine was totally unplanned. I was done at the end of the pandemic. I said, that's it. I'm done. I said, you know what? I'm tired of working. Well, thank you, Naomi. You're pretty cool yourself, honey. And I said, that's it. One day I said, I'm done. I looked at the calendar and I said, 50 years? That's it. That's enough for me. Oh, nice. I'm glad you said, always send me a picture. Good night, Kel. Thank you. I love it when people send me pictures, not just routine stuff, but, you know, all that's great. I'm not up late tonight. We were here till what, 10 o'clock last night? I don't know. Man, I had a few drinks last night.
beer.
Oh, the boss would like hot.
Oh, these clouds are really cool.
Oh yeah, wow, look at that.
Right? That's
Holy
really
crap, man. Wow, I'll share this guy. Bert, I made a cherry pie tonight if you want some tomorrow, so
Oh, you
it's
did?
got to cool tonight, but
Oh, how cool.
yeah.
Right on.
Since you haven't had too much to eat for a few days. So.
Where did you get the cherries?
I got them canned,
Oh, okay.
but this will be really tasty.
And how long do you think it'll be before you get cherries on your tree?
I already had them and I ate them.
Oh, you did? So it doesn't take 7 years like a grapevine?
No,
or
it took
something?
about 3 years. Look at that sky.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Oh, because I got food cats.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's
Look at how
pretty,
good how about the watering system's looking good
yeah.
here.
I can hear
Everything.
it. It's like-
No
it
wasted
looks really good.
no wasted water growing weeds
Yes.
or anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Excellent job.
Yeah, thank you. What about that thing from the state? Do you want me to look that over, or is it just explaining what your part of your mail tonight is?
I haven't up there.
All right, well,
I should get one more federal.
yeah,
check,
you
right?
should. Yes, I think so, or at least an explanatory letter, so you can hold on to that till that comes. Yeah, the watering system's doing good.
I don't know what I thought maybe I could get a camera. That's the first thing you're supposed to have. I don't fucking have I haven't thought about the thing. But really, plan A.
I'm really happy. All this work really has paid off. This has been a horrible spring for allergies and stuff, but it all paid off with the work that was done. Terrible.
This is.
Look at that pie, man.
Did it go through? My car.
Nice and done on the bottom. Yeah, slug bug. I'm very excited for you, honey. Very excited. I'm only doing tomatoes this year because I want to put up, I'd like to put up about 10 gallons of red sauce. Yeah, the boss. Boss gets to enjoy the mother-in-law. Would you do a calling thing sometime? Yeah, I think we're going to try to do one tomorrow night. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so yet. We've welcomed a lot of new people to the channel this spring. Poor Ronnie's bracing himself for Vegas. Look at that baby, man.
Oh, that's cool. Did you take a picture of it? Do you have Instagram?
Yeah. No, I put it on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube.
YouTube short. Let's see what you got. Just an explanatory.
Something.
Let me see something.
I want to get back on my Instagram, right? Because I
Yeah.
like to take pictures. I don't really take pictures on there.
Oh, you're getting.
That-
Yeah, you got this coming.
I do, or I
You got
already
this
have it.
still coming. All right. Let me see something. I don't want to show you.
Let me get my phone. I'll take a picture.
Yeah, that's good. We got more money coming. Yeah, you still got this coming to you.
I do?
Yeah.
And what is it?
You see that figure there?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do because
What do you mean?
Stones are going to play next time. I would love to see play, but I would think that's enough money. Go see the Stones. first thing. And
we'll
I
have to
think
we'll have to see what your status is on your federal thing. I was waiting for an explanatory letter to come.
with this, I don't think it's enough to get a camera.
Well, you got some other.
We
well,
want a
I don't
good,
know if I would buy a camera, Bird. Your phone is a good camera.
I don't
Plus, you got
think
two
it'll
checks.
work
You
at the
got two
concert.
checks the other day.
I need a consumer, like bottom line Canon. I might be able to get one for around this money.
Are you gonna
Whatever
be able
the
to?
cheapest one.
Are you going to be able to upload videos and edit them and all that?
And then I can take that wire. I still have to strip, like I have to. So 6 more
All right,
bags.
man, well, calm down. I know the last couple of days, what's been going on. Just calm down.
Yeah, this is enough to get a camera. Because I used to be an artist. And I'm telling you, there would be no time when I didn't have a camera. It was my life. I did it every day.
I think my shit was being in and out of the pawn shop. Like, oh, you again. Mm. Those ballpark Franks, you can't beat them. They're delicious. Very good. It's really good to see Slugbug tonight. I mean, man, I hope you come by more often. Don't go in the house, please. Thank you. No, it won't be a Zoom chat. It would be a call-in phone chat. Country code 01. I still remember Hong Kong was 011. Hong Kong Telecom. Hong Kong Telecom, how you go? How do I go? Just like everybody else. You have to call on a Google phone. If you have Google, you can call on your phone.
Like before, I could go in there with an open container, and now it doesn't matter. She can't put it. Oh my God, the other lady was so nice, Rosie, at the show.
That's good. Be careful.
And then this one. I need my eyeballs. Not really.
Be careful biking. I think we were flying high the last couple of days. You can call on your Google phone. I mean, it's just you already have it on your account. What an excellent day. Barry, yep. You got our bike back. What are you talking about? Oh, it's nice, Slugbug. That's nice. I gotta fill another hole where the tree rotted out, tree stump. Baby Sock, stay out of the house. Mm. That's a good dinner tonight. Well, I don't know what to tell you, honey. There's always chatting here on YouTube. I guess we'll have a video tomorrow with the taste testing of the pie. It looks damn good. That baby will be cooling down and setting all night long. Right. What we're gonna do is put our Chinese cover on it. This is the way they cover dishes in China. Keep the flies off. Kind of nice, huh? Ooh. Ingenuity. Keeps the beasts off of them. Best part of the real kitchen again. 8 years in a motorhome. Wow. Yeah, real kitchen must be nice. Yeah, could really. That'd be nice. These Bush's beans already had brown sugar in the sauce. I had no difficulty with this at all. No difficulty. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Well, Zoe, that's not going to happen. What are you doing? Oh, pardon me. You gotta let that pie set. Absolutely, positively, as I said. I'll be cutting a piece for trying it tomorrow. I guess I'll be eating it for breakfast this week. I don't know, I'll give Bird some. Baby socks. Yeah, thank you, Agatha. I appreciate that, honey. Thank you. Yeah, this is what you use in China to keep anything off of your flies or anything else. Very ingenious little thing. And then when you're done, it just folds up like that. That's it. Straight from China. Judy just got home from 2 granddaughters' high school graduations. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? Yeah, thank you, Slugbug. They had Pride Fest in the city today. Chicopee, very nice. Very nice. Good to hear, Barry. Yeah, how to use that when the mosquitoes are out. Yeah, we really don't get mosquitoes here because of how dry it is, which is nice. I mean, the climate here is just so exceptionally good. Warm days and cold nights. What is that? Tee up. Poor Ronnie had to go to sleep last night, so that's it. Ronnie's like, that's it. Yeah, congratulations, Judy. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ooh, vanilla ice cream with pie. Yeah, I like things pretty straight up. No, Zoe, we don't. I don't do that, honey. Sorry, I don't do that, honey. Ooh, just chat on here. We got a lot of people who enjoy chatting here. Anyway, guys, it is the we've been 3.5 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Thank you to my moderators for everything you do. Zoe, no problem. Just chat on here and have a good time. Okay? Have a good time. All right. So thank you. I don't know, Bobby Kimball, when Bird will be airborne again. He's taken one of his 4-day, I think, mushroom trips. So, right. So we will see you guys tomorrow. And, you guys take care. And thank you, moderators, especially Ronnie, for everything you do. One of the greatest choices I made in moderating there. Thank you, Ronnie, for everything you do. Jerry K., good to see you. Thank you, everybody.